EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Inside handoff, Henry.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. This will go to Henry out wide.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Levis looking to throw.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this one, this game's going to be won on the outside.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Young going to move him around.
Now Young on 1st down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, Young. And Sanders has got it complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
The Panthers had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Shot, 17. Ready?
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Young off the play fake.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
19 yards. That's another Carolina Panther.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 20-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
The play fake. Now Young. That is caught by Thielen.
And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Ready. Striker, 3-3. Set.
They'll run with Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Three yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Young keeps it, moving right.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 6.
Henry up the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up fourth down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On play action, Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now here's Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Young will set to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
2nd and 5.
Throwing, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action. Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
go. Ready.
It's Young off play action. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Levis now off of play action. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Levis. Across the formation, he's got a man, that's Allen. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Levis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina! He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Levis from the gun. That one's taken in by Spears. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now Levis. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's Young on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Young here, you can see changing the play. Young now to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A give running left. It's Sanders. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Young to throw on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Young now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, Young's throw here taken in by Ingram. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So operating for Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And here's Young. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Young. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Second and 10. Levis back to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running in.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Young, he's going to change it up.
To throw is Young. Throwing on 1st down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Titans are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Here we go. Green Jack. Eagle blue. Set.
Following the interception, Young. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He's going up top for Taylor.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. To throw, Young. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Titans are right back in this football game.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Now Young. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Young on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Young to throw again on second and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On play action, Young. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air.
And the Panthers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Young here to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Taylor there to bring it in on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Now Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Here's Levis. Steps away to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Third and 2. Here's Levis. That one's taken in by Spears. And he will have a Titans 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Off the play fake, Levis. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd down, here's Levis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And Young's going to throw it here. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Third down and 13. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Young now. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it 24-13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go. Here we go. Play.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Let's go now.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Carolina, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.